As April's coming to a close, I wanted to break down and share with you guys my 5 most profitable stocks that I purchased in mid-March, pretty much when we were experiencing the bottom of what I would call the biggest stock market crash we've ever seen since the Great Depression. Now I'm pretty much going to pull up my phone and share with you guys kind of these stocks as well as a lot of the other ones that I have invested in, just to give you a well-rounded look at what my whole market's looking like. So I'm going to go ahead and just start screen recording and pulling up the Webull app right now. So you guys can see I have a pretty significant amount of money here invested, and I'll just pull myself over to the side here. I have $10,500 left in buying power, and I have a market value of over $18,000. So my whole gist was to get $25,000 in the stock market. I wanted to leave some money on the side, and that's why I still have $10,000 ready to be deployed if we do experience this stock market crash part 2. We're seeing so many backward results. Pretty much when this whole pandemic started, the market crashed and everything tanked, of course. But then sooner rather than later, everything started shooting up, even when more bad news was getting exposed. So this is just super crazy, and I'm going to scroll down and share with you guys. Number 1 on the charts is Amplify Energy Corp is up $451. That's a 119% increase since I bought. Now I bought 540 shares at around 70 cents each. And let me tell you what, guys, when I was buying into the stock market, this was my first time ever. You can see all the different times I bought, and this was throughout the month of March. I haven't bought a lot in April just because the market has increased so much since then, and my 10K has just been sitting on the sidelines waiting to be deployed, but I haven't seen, I guess there are still good opportunities, like in the oil markets right now and energy, and this is actually one of the energy companies I got into. But you guys can see basically on the 1-year graph here, it shows everything was up around $6, and when I saw it at 70 cents, I'm like, I need to buy this. Now, I'm not the most skilled stock guy, so for you newbies out there, kind of like me, this is something when I'm like, hey, this is a perfect time to get into the market. Everything is extremely low right now, so let's start buying it. And I based my orders a lot on what it was looking like for the last 5 years or the last 1 year. And it has been on a steady decline, but at 70 cents, you know, I was like, what the heck? It's probably going to go up from there at some point, and things got hit so hard during this Rona that, I mean, I might as well just buy anything now, and it's probably going to go up unless it goes bankrupt. Now, the second stock I want to share with you guys is Carnival Cruise. Now, this had so much publicity, so much craziness. Everyone was talking about it. They thought it was going to go bankrupt. I made a whole special video on this that I can link up above for you guys. And pretty much the Saudis bought their stock, but it actually brought their stock when it was at $8 a piece up to around 10, and then I made that video. And since then, the stock has gone up to what? It's almost at it's at $17.60 right now. And again, one of the main reasons I bought this stock was because when I looked at the 5-year graph, the 1-year graph, all this stuff, it was up around $55, $50 a share. And when I saw it at $10, I was like, I need to buy. So you can see my positions here. I did buy 105 shares, and those were spaced out over quite a bit of time here. On March 5th, that's the first day I actually got into the stock market. So I did pick a pretty good time, and for those asking, like, is now still a good time? Yes, there's still plenty of deals to be had, but I paid $30 a share. Luckily, I only bought 10 of these. I mean, that still kind of nipped me in the butt a little bit because it just kept going down and down from there. And as you can see, I kept buying on the way down. So from $18 to $15 on the 18th of March, I think that's when all the stock market saw its lowest day. And Carnival Cruise was only $8.21 at that point. Now we can go up and see I bought a number of other times here. Even in the beginning of April, it was around $8 as well. And this is now raised up and increased on a pretty high percentage. And actually, now that I just click back to the homepage, I can see Carnival has moved down into position number 3 because we're still live here in the stock market right now. People are still trading, but we can see Carnival is up 30%, and I'm up $420 on my original investment, and my average amount that I spent on each of these shares was $13.49, which is what you can see right below where it says the cost per each share right now, which is at $17.50. But if we can imagine Carnival going back to where it was before this whole Roni situation, where the stock is around $45, $55, I mean, this is going to be a huge amount of money that I'll be making in this investment. And there's just so many other stocks that I can say the same for. And I'm going to discuss more of these stocks with you soon, and also why I think the market is increasing right now in price so much. There's a couple of key news pieces I want to share with you. But I guess we're going to go look at Six Flags right now. And I bought in, and my average investment per share here was $12.30. Right now it's at $21.50. So this has made me, it's up 75% pretty much, and it's made me $423. When we go look at the quotes here over the last year, again, it's around $55 on average over the last 5 years. It even peaked up around $69, $70 a share. Now, I wanted to share with you guys also why Six Flags jumped up so much just today. So for starters, you can probably guess why Six Flags tanked so hard. Just like Disney, it's a theme park, and no one is going to these theme parks with the whole COVID situation going on. But it saw a huge jump today specifically because a lot of states and a lot of businesses that were once considered non-essential are now opening up. Now, I know the state of Georgia and other states across the United States are actually opening up their doors and starting business again. This is number one, the huge news that you got to pay attention to. Now, the other huge clue to why the stock market's shooting up right now is discussed right here. So Gilead Sciences said it saw a positive effect on its drug for treating the COVID-19 pandemic and things like that. So not only are non-essential businesses starting to open up, but now companies are coming out with drugs to hopefully cure the COVID-19. And I'm going to give you some, hopefully not too political stuff or whatever like that, but I saw some newscasts of all these doctors and people exposing that there's not many people in these hospitals sick in the first place, and that these crazy, super smart physicians and doctors that have many, many clinics around the United States have done their own testing and found out if they exemplify and expand the data that they have, that only 0.13% of people in America have died from COVID-19 when they thought it was going to be in the millions or hundreds of thousands of people.
So we don't, the initial, as you guys know, the initial models were woefully inaccurate. They predicted millions of cases of death, not of prevalence or incidence, but death. That is not materializing. What is materializing in the state of California is 12% positives. Well, if we have 39.5 million people. If we just take a basic calculation and extrapolate that out, that equates to about 4.7 million cases throughout the state of California. We've seen 1,227 deaths in the state of California with a possible incidence or prevalence of 4.7 million. That means you have a 0.03 chance of dying from COVID-19 in the state of California. 0.03 chance of dying from COVID in the state of California. Does that necessitate sheltering in place? Does that necessitate shutting down medical systems? Does that necessitate people being out of work?
It's such a small percentage of people and the cases who actually die from it that it's just leaving people to say, like, what the heck? People are starting to go back to their normal everyday lives. And I notice that more and more with every time I go outside, there's more and more traffic I'm seeing, and people are out and about. People don't have their masks on as much. So this whole thing, like I've been projecting, I'm kind of a positive guy, but I think this whole thing is going to come to an end pretty quick. Okay, so let's jump back, and I want to ask you guys, what stocks are you looking at right now? What are you invested in? What are your top performing stocks? So go drop a comment down below, and don't forget to drop a thumbs up on this video. I really appreciate when you guys do that. And we're gonna go jump into Wynn Resorts now. Wynn Resorts, wow, I bought it at $59 and now it's at $91 a share. I should have bought more. I only got 9 shares of this, so it's up 55%. And again, I've just been watching so many YouTube videos and listening to what everyone's been saying, because I'm honestly really new to the stock market myself. But you can see right here, I just simply looked at the graph and said, oh, it's normally performing around $121, $135, and that's what it's looked like for the past year. So, hey, if I'm seeing it at $60 right now, and Wynn Resorts is a huge hotel in Las Vegas that people are going to be going to, and these hotels got hit hard, just like the cruise lines, just like the airlines, and I bought all these stocks that got hit the hardest, and that's why I'm starting to see some huge numbers. And as we can see, my overall portfolio is up 17%. I'm up pretty much over $4,000. I only put 25,000 in the stock market to begin with. I have 10K sitting on the side, so that's not invested in stocks right now, but it's up pretty much over $4,000. So just huge right there. Wynn Resorts is going to go back in business. People aren't going to be afraid to go in hotels for the rest of eternity. So if you still buy in now, you still have a chance. But you know, a lot of this stuff has come to a point where it's like it's rising up so much, I don't want to buy in right now, because there could be a little stock market crash part 2 when people get back to their jobs and realize they don't have enough money, and now we're kind of in a recession where they're not going to spend as much as they wanted to. So then the hotels may have to drop some of their rates and maybe pull in a little less revenue. But all in all, these companies are going to continue increasing over time. And even if there's another breakout of something crazy, maybe I'll be more attuned and watching the news and listening to my favorite stock market channels like Financial Education and Andre. He's out here on YouTube. Like, some of these guys are super good to listen to. But going into stock number 5, before I share with you guys the rest of my stock portfolio, which you can kind of get a glimpse of here, we're looking at HAL right now. So you can see I've been buying HAL since the 26th of March. And this is kind of an oil and energy company as well. I can show you their profile in just a second, but I was buying it around $6, $7, and now it's up around $12. So if I bought more than 40 shares, I'd probably see a lot more return right now. I'm up $192 on this with a 71% increase on my overall stake in this company. Again, it was easy for me to make this decision, as you can see on the graph here. Around $20, $28 was some of the highs we saw in the last year, and then it's down around $6. And my friend clued me onto this one. I was like, what the heck, let's go ahead and buy that. And let's see on the last month graph, you can see it's just starting to shoot and skyrocket up, and my position at 40 shares was way down there. So one thing I really like about the app I'm on, Webull, is it shows you all these awesome news updates. It shows you comments, how people are feeling about this stock right now. I will have Webull linked down below, and when you sign up and fund your account with $100, you will get 2 free stocks upon signing up. And I think it's really important to have some money in the stocks, as some of these high interest savings accounts, like your bank account, like they're not even high interest savings accounts anymore. I think Graham Stephan made a video on that the other day. And just having your money sitting in a bank is only cash is trash. It's just burning. It's losing value. Inflation's coming. All these $1 trillion crazy stimulus budgets and things like that are coming into play. Your dollar's going to lose its money. But when you invest it, it's only going to pretty much go up from there. So, and the other thing is you can kind of see how the company profile is. So Halliburton Company manages oil and natural gas through reservoirs, locating hydrocarbons, and does everything from managing geological data to getting down and dirty and starting to drill for some oil, it looks like. So it shows me the industry it's in. This app, again, guys, Webull, is super, super awesome. So I just highly recommend you guys get started. So I mean, I'm continually increasing right now. So now it says I'm well over $4,000 here as we just keep making this video. This is absolutely crazy. And I just want to show you guys kind of the stocks I'm invested in. So you can see on the side here, after Wynn Resorts and HAL, we have American Airlines, we have Delta Airlines, ExxonMobil, Uber, Phillips 66, Helix Energy, Occidental, Suncor Energy, Boeing, Hyatt Hotels. I mean, a lot of these companies, there's just no way they're going to go bankrupt. So it's pretty much a safe bet to put money in these things when they're super low. I got Facebook, JetBlue Airlines, American Airlines, Qualcomm. I bought some Revolve Group, Elf Beauty, which, you know, is a pretty medium grade cosmetic, but when people are in a recession, they're going to go buy medium grade cosmetics and makeup and stuff because they're not spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on the priciest makeup out there. So there's so much information on all these. I can continue to scroll through here. I got some Nordic American tanker, which is now storing so much oil on their giant tanker ships because these oil companies have overproduced the amount of oil that they wanted to produce, and they're like in an oil race war between Saudi Arabia, Russia, United States. They're just trying to see who can still produce the most and stay out on top when all this is over. So now these Nordic American tankers are holding all the extra oil reserves because, as you know, oil basically is pretty much free for some of these companies. They're trying to give it away. So, I mean, now these oil tankers are charging oil companies like $100,000 a day to just store like a bunch of oil on their ships and stuff like that. So I got some USO, United States Oil. They just had a reverse stock split last night, I think. And yeah, so I'm only down on a few stocks altogether. You can come and look at my performance here. So I literally just started, like I said, in the beginning of March, and now we are just skyrocketing up over $4,000 in profit, guys. So I hope you really like this video. For you guys that watch my channel more frequently, I do a lot of Amazon FBA info. So a quick update for that is I sold out of my main product. I only made one sale today because I'm basically sold out. I'll have new inventory coming in. If you guys are interested in not just watching your money grow in the stock market and actually getting paychecks and building your own private label product brand, definitely look into Amazon FBA. I've helped so many students. I have over 200 students doing this. I got my dad making over 50 sales a day. And normally I'm making around 700 something bucks a day. And I can show you here on my profit report under Amazon profit here, I've made $9,458 in Amazon profit this month. And this is my entire sheet. So I show my course profit. I'm trying to be really transparent about everything. Over $7,000 in course profit, $780 in miscellaneous income and things like that. So I'm over $17,000 this month in April in passive income profit, basically. Like I put my products on Amazon, they make sales, and the work I've done 2 years ago to get that one product established is now paying me dividends and money every single day. Same with the stock market, where now we're just starting to see money flowing in from there. So that's all I wanted to bring you guys today. Please drop a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I hope you like this one, and drop any comments on any other videos you'd like me to make. And I really appreciate you guys taking time. So thanks a lot. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.